Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today I want to answer one question and one question only. And is MoP a massive flop? And I'm going to be short and give you my answer. And I definitely think it's no. I have seen a lot of incredible successes, seen a lot of people in here playing from someone who's actually actively playing the game every single day for like at least 8 hours. I've gone on to MoP, treating it like a full-time job, trying to go full-time content creator and sending it my all, and I think I can give some really good feedback and my opinions and my experiences from the game. But on the flip side of that, we have real data, real numbers from a lot of people, and not just my own personal experience and opinion, so I want to cover that too. So without further ado, we're going to switch it over to the Ironforge Pro and dive right into it, so I'll see you when we get there. So we are here at Ironforge Pro numbers, and as you can see, we have the two first weeks of Mists of Pandaria since rating came out, and I really wanted to harp in on these and focus on them, and I wanted to wait until we had 2 data points to make any type of reasonable conclusion and look at stuff, because one data point, just one thing there, and if you've taken any stats class, you know this, you can't really draw too much conclusion with just 1 point of data, so I really like to see the second point, and now that we have that second point, I think it's time to talk about it. So right here we can see it at 157,000 players for week 1, and then week 2 jumped to 180k, and this is on par with what we should expect to see from every single week. We see a jump from the first week to second week. We could go back to Kata here. I went from 209,000 to almost 300,000, and then it peaked at 317,000 in its third week. So I don't know exactly what MoP might do. MoP is more of a slow grind, a pretty big burn, especially in this first phase that we are in right now. And we can look at other expansions, so like Wrath of the Lich King, obviously Blizzard's shining star, it's the best one. Its first week was 400k into 540,000, and it didn't peak until week 6 at 626,000. TBC, on the other hand, started off at 70k, jumped to 150k, 250k, and had steady growth, peaking at 404,000 players. So, like, I don't know if we're going to get a TBC like experience, or if we're going to get like a Kata experience where it peaks early on and then falls off a cliff to remain steady until it goes to the next one. Time will certainly tell for that. And MoP has a lot of... MoP honestly reminds me of the TBC stuff. Like, early TBC is all about reputation grind, going out and getting those reps, getting those pieces of gear, stuff like that. And we see that kind of here in MoP as well. The only thing is MoP more focuses on dailies instead of mob grinds, where, like, in TBC you can just blast Theramore rep, or Thralmar rep, and get your epic caster sword, and you do heroic Shattered Halls or Shattered Halls runs till you get it. I did so many of those on Mage, Warlock, Hunter, etc. And so I'm reminiscent of TBC from this early phase of MoP. It's just this transition purely into dailies. And so is that daily grind a lot. And now a very, very important thing is that they have changed it to raids plus arena, which had never said this before, and that is specifically for MoP. So our MoP number, you could argue, is a little inflated. I don't know how many are specifically arenas. I don't know if someone doing arenas or raids counts for 2. But what we can see is, like, this number is pretty high because, like, it includes raids and arena. I went back and actually looked at this video here from 5 months ago, one of my last full population breakdown videos, and this one here, I look at the numbers, and these numbers are all the same. Obviously it was 5 months ago, so we didn't see the end of Kata, but all the way up into here we saw 5 months of numbers, and so we have some conclusions to make with MoP, and I don't know where it's at. Like, I need to see more. If this number starts to go down or starts to stagnate after these first 2 weeks, then we could definitely say it is not very popular compared to it. And the original 2019 Classic has been the most popular. It has never really dropped off. Sod gave it a run for its money at the end of Wrath. Like, right when Wrath was ending, right about here, Sod overtook it, and then Kata came out, and Kata and Sod sort of went back and forth for a bit, and then Sod and Kata were like 125k to 75k range for the rest of their lifespans. But I also want to harp on, if we look at other versions of WoW, Anniversary right here, it's holding between 90 and 80,000 people, as it has for most of its raiding population lifespan. So we have a lot of people over there playing it. It's pretty healthy. It actually doesn't have the massive drop-off you would think that you would see from an AQ standpoint that we've seen in all the other versions of the game, which is quite impressive. Most of them have dropped off, but it is really the only version of the classic experience out right now, so it makes sense. Then Sod, my beloved, has completely gone to the grave. It's at 4K. We have more people playing Era than we have playing Sod, and it just really sucks to say that. That's all I have for that. But when I will look at Mr. Pandaria and I look at what we have to do, the dailies, all that, I get why people are burnt out. Phase 1 of MoP is not for the faint of heart. You have to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort to get after it. For my monk, like I said at the beginning, I have been playing probably 8 hours a day since MoP launched, maxing 2 characters to the highest that I could. I'm at 487 eye level. I'm going to be exalted with every single rep that I care about. I don't care about the Anglers or the Cloud Serpent, but all the reps that progress my character and don't just give me cosmetic stuff, I will have maxed out today, and I have logged in every single day and haven't missed a day of dailies other than the very first day of them because I wasn't 90 day 1. But I've gone out there, I've gone and done it. This used to take me like an hour per character. My Paladin is the same exact way. I'm exalted with Golden Lotus, I'm exalted with the Claxi. I've done the same treatment to my Paladin. And to me, I see a lot of signs of health with MoP, and MoP seems healthy on my server for what I'm doing. Obviously, content creator, people are actually starting to recognize my name in game, which I think is really awesome. But right now it is 9 a.m. on a random Thursday, and we're still at 3 layers, which I think is really good. At every peak, every Tuesday, these layers go to 10. Most peak hours, evening, people are off work, coming home. We see a lot of people online. I fill groups instantly. Anytime I'm looking for someone, I fill it. My guild is going great. We've recruited quite a lot of people for a bunch of SOD players. We're 3 out of 6 heroic, which I'm super proud of for a bunch of SOD players. My auctions are selling instantly. The economy is super healthy. Anything I need is pretty much done and manifested and takes care of itself. I haven't really run into a problem where I don't have players to play the game. The biggest problem I have is honestly self-burnout and going so dang hard, trying my best to maximize my characters. In MoP, I think that's where a lot of people are sort of feeling torn and burnt out, because you do something so long for so many days, and then you just kind of hit that point where you're done, and you're like, what do I do? Do I just do it all again? Or am I sitting here wondering, what the hell am I doing? And I think a lot of people are approaching that exalted. Like dailies, the daily world tour for the reps that matter straight up takes about an hour to do. And you can get all the rep that needs all your gears. And this isn't to bash the daily system at all or talk bad about it. That's not the point. I'm just saying it's what I've done, what I've experienced, and what I've heard from my players. I have people just raid logging now because they don't want to do it all again. That's honestly my biggest argument for the Celestial by non-account bag, because people have nothing to do other than level their ults if they've been playing the game every day like they're supposed to, or I don't know how the game's designed to be played, to gear your characters to play it every day, to get those dailies done, to get your reps, to unlock your 489 gear. My argument for the BOA bag is so that we can play ults, we can continue playing the game. We might love characters, we could get them 476 gear by playing our mains. And I've given my argument for this bag many times, but it just feels really weird to say it's alt friendly, and then the people who are playing the game every day don't have anything to do, and that just really sucks, because I'm running out of stuff to do other than level my 5th 90 and start gearing them, which doesn't, it's hitting that diminishing return point for me. So anyway, I just want to talk about MoP, give you my honest, real opinion from someone actually in here playing the game to a very high level every single day. And it's just, it is what it is. I hope it keeps growing. I hope it keeps becoming bigger, and I hope we keep climbing. I would hate to see it stagnate so early. So honestly, I need more data to make any reasonable conclusions, but those are my thoughts and opinions on Mists of Pandaria thus far. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Definitely drop it down below if you agree with me, agree with me, tell me why, because I would really love to hear that. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.